What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, to another episode. Yes, it's pretty cloudy. I am vaping. If you're underage, don't do it. Anyways, guys, in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about Google Fi a little bit more and just kind of explore an aspect of Google Fi that's not being mentioned quite a bit from consumers out there. Although I do know that there are consumers that probably do this, they're not saying this, or they may have been vocal about it, but it's just not gathering that much attention. And what I'm talking about is Google Fi in conjunction with classic Hangouts. This is something that I've been saying that Google Fi, they need to do something about it, okay? And I know you're listening, Google Fi, I know you are, because that's why you dropped an unlimited plan. Myself, as well as other content creators, have been saying that if Google Fi wants to be competitive in a way, they have to come up with an unlimited plan. And yes, they did. And while a lot of people are like, it's too expensive, let me tell you guys right now, your Metro by T-Mobile, your Boost Mobile, your Cricket, those rely on one carrier. Google Fi, 3. 3 is better than 1. Sorry to say it. Having the ability to switch between 3 different carriers to maintain a constant, good cellular and data connection, that's better than trying to connect to one that may work at times, may not work at times, okay? Sorry to say it bluntly, but that is what it is. But they came out with an unlimited plan, $70 plus taxes and fees on top of it. I already know the people over there who's like, why can't they include that inside the $70? Yes, I know. And I'm with you on that. I would love to just have a $70 flat rate bill. But it is what it is. Maybe it could change in the future. I mean, hey, if they want to be competitive, they may change that. But here's something that I want them to change. Data calculations for Hangouts. They need to fix that. What I mean by that is that if you're on the unlimited plan on Google Fi, you have nothing to worry about really, because if you're using classic Hangouts as your phone, text, and chat all in one app, you're okay. I mean, yes, Google Fi has a 22 gig, throttle point. So it is what it is. Don't get mad at Google Fi. They have a partnership with T-Mobile and Sprint, and probably that's about as much as T-Mobile and Sprint will allow Google Fi customers to be able to use unlimited data on. All right, so it's not like Google has the power to just say, T-Mobile, we're going to connect to your network and we're going to let our customers use your network as much as they want to. Because T-Mobile's probably like, no, you will not outshine us, because then you're going to steal our customers. And then, yeah, we're going to have big problems. So, yeah, they have to conform to a deal with T-Mobile, Sprint, and US Cellular. And so 22 gigabytes is the throttle point that Google Fi customers get before they're slowed down until the start of the next bill cycle. I know, but it's better than 15. It's better than 15 on the flexible. And that's what I'm talking about, is the flexible plan. See, if you're on Google Fi Unlimited and you're using classic Hangouts as your all-in-one, talk, text, chat, video call, if you can get that thing to work on Hangouts, I use Duo. You're good on Unlimited. But if you're on the flexible plan, it counts against your data used. So if you're only trying to use 1 gigabyte of data a month, so your monthly bill is $30 and some change, if you're making phone calls up to Yin Yang on Hangouts, it's using data. So you might as well just use the native stock dialer on your Android smartphone, and then it's not using data. And if you want to use text messaging, might as well use the native messenger. That sucks. And it can be avoided. Boost Mobile has done this before. I don't know if you guys remember Boost Mobile plans back in the day, but yes, they had unlimited for $50, and then they had like a 5 gigabyte plan. I think it was like $40, and then a 2 gigabyte plan that was like 20 something, whatever. Right? But say you were on the cheapest Boost Mobile plan, right? They actually had partnerships with, I think it was Pandora, it was iHeartRadio, and some other ones, that if you stream music from those applications, the data that you use to stream the music did not count against your monthly allotted data allowance. So they can. Now some of you guys probably aren't familiar with this, but you're like, how do they count data? Well, let me tell you guys right now, data that you use on your phones is not counted right away. I know this, and if you're a Google Fi customer who checks your balance because you're on the flexible plan, you know this too. You could have, say, at like 10 minutes ago, have used 1 gig of data. And then you went on Facebook and you video chatted with somebody on Facebook Messenger, And then you go, once you hang up that call, you go back into the Google Fi app to see how much data you use, and it still shows what you use before getting on on Messenger. But then, like, say like 20 or 30 minutes later, the data changes. You look on Google Fi app and it says now you use 2 gigabytes instead of 1. How's that happen? Well, your smartphone maintains a constant connection to the network, not only to provide you cellular connectivity and data connectivity, but also to send information back to the carrier. So there's a small packet file, maybe, I don't know how big it is, probably like anywhere between 12 kilobytes to like maybe 100 kilobytes. But in that packet has logged information about an app and how much data it used. So in there, it'll have like Hangouts, used 1 gig. Facebook, used 812 megabytes. You know, it sends this information back hourly, I would say. I don't know. I'm just guesstimating hourly. And yeah, then it's updated on your account. This is how much data you used. So in that packet, there's a way for them to see that how much data Hangouts uses. And they literally could just not count that as something that's chargeable to your account. Say, hey, it's Hangouts. It's free. They were doing phone calls, they were doing text messaging, they were doing chatting. Let that be free. Anything else you use, Facebook, whatever. Like, honestly, for me, if I was running Google Fi, yes, this is kind of a biased thing here, but I would definitely say that if you were using Hangouts, if you're using Gmail, if you're using Google Maps, if you're using Google Play Music, YouTube, those, well, not YouTube, because that's not a necessity. Music is kind of getting there. We'll just say those, right? Play Store, not to count those as chargeable data usage on Google Fi. And then therefore, if you're using other applications, then those are chargeable data. That's what I would do if I was running the company. But at least don't charge for Hangouts use, because some people use Hangouts as an all-in-one. And if they're using it as an all-in-one, and they're using it to place phone calls, and they're using it to send text messages, you can do those absolutely free if you're not using the Hangouts app and you're using the native dialer and the native SMS app. So then why charge for those things if you decide to use Google's own service, Hangouts, as your all-in-one? That is the point that I'm making here. So Google Fi, you listened about bringing an unlimited plan. Now I really think you should listen about not charging for data usage on Classic Hangouts. And don't even get rid of Classic Hangouts. Just fix it. It is not that hard. Fix it. I will do it for you. Come up with a different UI, one that is appealing. Okay? Change the color of it, because some people don't like the color green. 2, get rid of the video chat capability. Merge Duo into that, because Duo does much better. RCS support in Hangouts. And if you don't know what RCS is, then go to Sneed and watch his video where he talks about RCS and how much better it is than regular SMS, and why carriers should be adopting it, and why we should have already been evolved into it on the Android side. And yeah, that is it for this video. Google Fi, stop charging for data usage on Classic Hangouts. But if you really want to please your customers, do the same for Gmail, Google Maps, Google Play Music, Google Play Store. Don't charge for data on those. You can do it. You can do it. Boost Mobile did it. You can do it too. That's it for today's video as well. If you guys didn't check out my other video of the explanation of why the channel is called Aloha Android, I would definitely tell you guys to go ahead and check that out. Very interesting video. If you guys ever had that question or how I came up with that name, shout out to the guys from last night's stream again for coming up with that idea. It inspired me to make that video. And for this video, shout out to Google Fi, as I dig the service. 2 thumbs up. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching, and as always, aloha.